welcome to another exciting episode of Gibbon Travelogue. I'm Lillian.
And I'm Gilbert.
And today we're in
The beautiful city of Dali. And Dali city is a historical city. And over here you can find lots of boutiques, cafes and historical sites. Shall we explore this place?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Dali is a city where history breathes through cobblestone streets, where Bai culture flourishes, and where time seems to slow down just enough for you to soak in its timeless beauty. After recovering from a bout of altitude sickness in Lijiang, where we explored the enchanting landscapes of Yunnan, the vibrant brilliance of Lanyuegu, and the historic village of Wuhua, we are ready to explore our journey through Yunnan. And so today we travel deeper into the heart of Dali. We begin our day by checking out of a hotel in Lijiang and taking a private car to our first destination. We book our transport through Yixing Luyu, a local travel agency. For 800 renminbi, the driver will drive you from Lijiang all the way to Dali, where we'll visit the top attractions and finally ending the excursion at the Dali Ancient Town. The journey from Lijiang to Dali by car takes approximately 3 hours, covering a distance of about 160 kilometers along the G5611 Dali-Lijiang Expressway. It's a scenic drive through the mountains of Yunnan, passing terrace fields, rivers and small villages along the way. It's a peaceful and comfortable ride, offering glimpses into rural life and the natural beauty of the region as we descend from Lijiang's higher altitude to the lakeside setting of Dali. Our first stop is Shuanglang Town, a quaint village perched on the eastern shore of Ehai. Shuanglang is known for its poetic charm and slow rhythms. As we arrive, we are greeted by blooming Jacaranda trees, a vibrant splash of purple against the backdrop of a charming ancient town. Welcome to Dali.
We just arrived in Dali and I'm already loving it.
We decide to rent a motorbike to explore the narrow alleys and hidden courtyards. Are you comfortable?
Yes.
Wandering through the town, we encounter many women of the Pai ethnic group dressed in traditional attire, their colourful embroidered garments and silver ornaments glinting in the sunlight. The Pai people have called this region home for centuries, and their culture is deeply woven into the architecture, cuisine and daily life of Dali. One of the highlights of Shuanglang is Guixing Pavilion, a three-tiered wooden structure originally built in 1877 during the reign of Emperor Guangxi in the late Qing dynasty. It was later restored in 1935 during the Republican era. The building faces north and features the distinct architectural style of the Pai people, with white eaves, elegant brackets and finely carved beams. Wait! Ayo! Just beside the pavilion, we find a quiet cafe with an unbeatable view of Ehai. Here we take a moment to pause, sipping on tea as the wind dances across the lake surface. On our way to the next destination, we stop at a roadside restaurant called Mei Ying Fan Dian for lunch. The food is simple yet deeply satisfying, seasoned with local herbs and traditions passed down through generations. Our next destination is Zhoucheng Village, located just 23 kilometers north of Dali Ancient City at the foot of Changshan. It is the largest natural bi-ethnic settlement in Yunnan, home to over 7,500 residents across approximately 1,470 households. This village is celebrated as a hometown of tie-dyeing, whereby artisans have practiced Zaran for over a millennium, a cultural craft tracing back to the Ming-Qing era. Arriving in Zhoucheng feels like stepping into a living museum. The streets form a perfect square, lined with traditional bi-courtyard houses, featuring white walls and blue-tiled roofs arranged like a comb. As we wander through narrow lanes, the rhythmic flutter of indigo textiles drying overhead creates an immersive and photogenic scene. At the heart of village life lies the tie-dyeing process, a finely tuned craft involving drawing patterns, binding fabric, soaking it in plant-based dye. The designs, often inspired by pastoral life, flowers, butterflies, bamboo, are simple yet evocative. We arrive next at Xizhou Ancient Town, Xizhou, another historic settlement. It is located between the misty slopes of Changshan and the shimmering waters of Ehai, just 18 kilometers north of Dali. Rooted in the Tang and Song dynasties, it rose to prominence along the ancient Tea Horse Road during the Ming and Qing periods, becoming a crossroads of trade, wealth, and cultural exchange. Our visit to Xizhou Ancient Town begins in a soft glow of the afternoon sun. The town feels alive with history, quiet and authentic. It is still home to many Bai families. Soon after arriving, a local Bai woman offers to take us around in her electric tuk-tuk.
These are the places that we're going to visit. Xizhou.
We hop in and she drives us through the narrow lanes and hidden corners of Xizhou for 80 renminbi. Along the way, she points out traditional Bai homes with their white walls, black tiles and elegant courtyards. We stop by a local horse ranch on the edge of town. Surrounded by open fields and framed by the distant Changshan, the ranch offers a glimpse into the pastoral lifestyle that still shapes parts of Bai culture. From there, we make our way to a traditional dye store, a workshop where centuries-old Bai craft of tie-dyeing is kept alive. Known locally as Zaran, this tie-dye technique is both beautiful and labor-intensive, requiring patience, precision, and a deep respect for tradition. Inside, vibrant indigo fabrics hang dry in the sun, each one patterned with delicate flora and geometric designs. We watch as artisans fold, bind, and dip cloth into vats of natural dye, repeating the process until the colors deepen into rich shades of blue. Next, our tutut brings us to a familiar scene. Tucked along the road to the old market square, there stands an iconic giant banyan tree, featured in the popular Chinese drama Meet Yourself, 去有风的地方.
So this tree was featured in the Netflix show Meet Yourself, 去有风的地方. This beautiful huge tree where the female actress meet the guy.
Today, it's no surprise that this drama tree has turned into a beloved photo spot for tourists, capturing the town's connection between ancient heritage and storytelling. Right here, Lily and I take a quiet moment to soak in the view. We settle into a small cafe nearby and enjoy a cup of freshly brewed coffee, a pot of floral tea, and a few local snacks. We visit Xizhou Town, a small studio dedicated to embroidery. The women here preserve an art form that has been practiced in Dali for centuries, each stitch telling a story of nature, mythology, and daily life. Within its walls, visitors can experience the ceremonial Pai three-course tea, a ritual of bitter, sweet, and reflective brews symbolizing life's journey. Our hosts also brings us to Tiangong Workshop, Tiangong Fang. It is a beautifully preserved courtyard that showcases traditional Pai ethnic architecture and intricate wood carvings, specializing in Yunnan's renowned Jianchuan Mudiao wood carving. The space is filled with warm lighting and artistic charm. It is also a filming location for Meet Yourself, 去有风的地方, and as such, since become a beloved spot for visitors to experience local craftsmanship and immerse themselves in Dali's intangible cultural heritage. The cafe inside Tiangong Workshop offers a highly Instagrammable setting. Just outside the cafe, there is Xizhou's Chuanjialou, also known as the Corner Building. This iconic structure dates back to 1945 and blends bi-vernacular traditions with subtle Western influence. Before we leave Xizhou, we drop by another Jacaranda workshop to see if we can pick up something as souvenirs. This short ride turns into something far more meaningful, seeing Xizhou through her eyes, its homes, its flavors, its quiet pride makes the town feel personal. We continue on to S1, a scenic bend along Ehai's shoreline. It is a favorite among photographers for its sweeping lake views and mirror-like reflections. Unfortunately, the weather turns. Rain begins to fall and a mist settles over the lake, obscuring much of the view. Still, there's something hauntingly beautiful about the silence that follows a summer rain in Dali. The moment we step into the old Dali ancient city, it feels as though we have entered another time. We make our way to Mengjing Yayuan Jiudian, a boutique hotel tucked inside the walls of Dali ancient city. The first place we visit within the old city is the three-pagoda complex in Zhoucheng Temple. Unfortunately, the temple complex closes at 5 p.m. and we narrowly miss the opening time. Nevertheless, we take a walk outside the complex. Right at the entrance, there is a magnificent golden phoenix statue gracing a square just before the pagodas. This imposing sculpture stands about 6.9 meters tall and is modelled after an exquisite silver gilt gold-winged bird artifact excavated from the summit of the central Tianxun Town in 1978. The three pagodas at Zhoucheng Temple are the enduring symbol of Dali, standing in a perfect triangle at the foot of Changshan, overlooking Erhai, just north of the old town. At the center rises Tianxun Town, a majestic square pagoda built in the mid-9th century during the Nanzhao Kingdom reign of King Quan Fengyu. With 16 tiers of elegant eaves reaching approximately 69 meters, it remains one of China's tallest Tang Dynasty pagodas. Inside its hollow core once housed Buddhist statues, sculptures, and over 700 precious relics unearthed during a 1978 restoration. Flanking it are two smaller, solid octagonal pagodas, each 10 stories tall and about 42 meters high, added a century later during the Dali Kingdom. Legend holds that the pagodas were built not only to promote Buddhism, but also to subdue water spirits that threatened local settlements. Over the centuries, these structures withstood earthquakes, fires, and floods that destroyed the wider temple complex, testifying to their masterful construction and spiritual significance. As dusk falls, we explore the lively streets of Dali Ancient Town. We walk down the Foreigner Street, or Yangrenjie, once a quiet lane that turned into a popular hub for travellers and artists in the 1980s. Today it is full of shops, cafes and music. But it still retains echoes of its bohemian past. We visit the Confucian Temple, Wen Miao, through its grand red gate, Hong Dao Men. The name taken from Confucian teachings reflect the philosophy that it is people who elevate the way through their actions. The temple was first established in 1377 during the Ming Dynasty and was later renamed during the Qing period in honor of Confucius' role in preserving the teachings of ancient sages. The architecture is solemn, elegant, and filled with the atmosphere of reflection. As the sky darkens, we stop for dinner at a local eatery called Guan Guan Mi Xian and enjoy a comforting bowl of rice noodles or mi xian, served with fresh herbs, chili and pickled vegetables.
We're in 大理古城观光米线，我叫了一碗特色米线，还有这个豆腐。
你order 了吗？
A beef noodle. Same type of noodle as you.
After dinner, we take a slow walk around the ancient town. Our final stop is Wuhua Tower, once a ceremonial gate to the ancient city. At night, it glows with golden light, a beacon of history shining into the modern age. We stand here for a moment, taking it all in. Our time in Dali draws to a close, but its spirit lingers. Dali is a place that offers scenic beauty and also a connection to the stories of those who came before us. In the time we have spent exploring Yunnan, Dali stands out as our favorite. There is something about the gentle rhythm of life here, the quiet dignity of ancient architecture, and the deep cultural roots of the Bai people, which makes us slow down and truly take it all in. The next day, we board a high-speed train back to Kunming. And from there, we fly home. Thank you for joining us on this journey.
Okay, that's all folks.
Hope you like this video of Dali. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us a like, leave a comment for us and subscribe to Gibbon Travelogue. Until our next video, we'll see you again. Bye bye.